This lesson is all about how we produce an excellent variance report from our project using Microsoft Project and then exporting the data via Excel into Claude Design. But it is also about how we get Claude Chat to develop the perfect prompt in order to do this. So we're moving from the Microsoft Project, the data in Microsoft Project, and we're moving across to Claude Design in order to produce a report. So what do we have here? We have Shed 7, a particular project I use for our courses. Let's just do a little bit of tweaking. But we've got the first phase up there. I'm going to display the project summary task. There we go, project summary task, Shed 7, but there we have it. The current date is, there we go, at that point, but the project should have been running for some time. There is no tracking, so it's way behind. We are going to track it. There are the phases, rising dam treatment, and the roof, and the floor screed. Couple of other things we need to be aware of is that we're looking there at the entry table, but the cost table does show that there is at this point no variance at all, and that the baseline and actual, not baseline and actual, baseline and total costs are the same. The actual will of course change as we start tracking. That's part of the course. Now remember, the aim of this project is to look at how we can generate a variance report in Claude Design. But currently we're looking at the semi-skilled worker. Let's create some variance firstly on the cost and then on the schedule. So let's go. Let's say the semi-skilled workers double their price, and because your procurement management was so poor, you can't do anything to change this. I know it's a bizarre scenario, but let's just look at that. And look here, this clearly does introduce significant variance. There we go, wherever they're involved, the price is increased. So there we go, we've got variance throughout the project, wherever they are used. Not only that, but we're going to get some splitting of tasks due to unforeseen circumstances. So on that non-critical task over there, there's a one-day split, pushing it out to Tuesday, and that one over there, there will be a one-day split, pushing it out to a Wednesday, thus displacing the final milestone by one day. So we have all sorts of variance here. We need to look at this variance, and we need to be aware of how this variance impacts the project. I've just realized, I did this before, that the variance report is really only going to reflect on earned value. It's fine, we do have a discrepancy there. Shed 9, Shed 7, so let's just go and change that WBS code. Shed 7, it should read, always put a space after the prefix. There we go, but we've got to renumber it because it hasn't put that down in every number. So let's go and renumber it. Renumber entire project. There we go. It's much better looking now. We've got two levels, Shed 7 1.1, Shed 7 1.2. Not ideal to make your project name Shed 7, but there you go. I'm sure you can work out what that means. So let's do some tracking. So let's mark everything on track and then do a little bit of tweaking. But before we do that, we have to insert our percentage complete column. There it is, and let's go and track it, mark on track. There we go, and you'll see the dark lines in the Gantt chart. There they go. The dark lines indicate tracking, but we're going to make some changes. Let's say that one was in fact only 20% done, and let's say that one over there, sealant applied 70%, and let's go up and change water extraction to 80%. And dam proofing to 78%, very exact, eh? We've got good measurement techniques. There we go, and you can see the red, the blue line, the dark blue line is indicating that. Good. Now let's go to Claude, and I did already develop in chat a prompt Up at the top there, you'll see my question. I'm wanting to create a simple lesson for my YouTube channel that prompts design to produce an output report of variances of cost in a project. I'm going to ask you to provide the prompts, and then from design I'm going to move to code to provide some dashboard or similar output to display the variances. So you will always move from chat, where you develop the perfect prompt, and then you move to either code or to design. So there's our prompt. There's our prompt. I'm going to copy our prompt over there. All right. I'm going to ask it to look at the field headers. Okay. And there I go. Remember, you can be forthright with the Claude Chat, and Claude Chat will speak to you in clear terms. Thanks. Are these the only fields you or design your colleague will use, or do I need to include others? It'll complain. I will then go to the table and change it to earned value. Let's see, it's thinking. All right. But not enough for full earned value analysis. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to project. I'm going to invoke the earned value table, and then we are going to check it again. So let's go and do that. It's complaining. Fair enough, but I get what it wants. It wants earned value. Fair enough. Let's go back and get that earned value. Talking, earned value coming up, and view, tables, earned value. Right, what am I doing? Oh, it also asked for the status line, of course. So I am invoking the status line over here. So the progress line is going to be on the current date, which will be set as the status line under project information. Let's go to project information and set the status line. There we go. Status date as today. There we go. Current date. Good. So there's the progress line right next to the green line. Right. And what are we going to add there? Status date. This doesn't really help. But anyway, not status date, just the status of the tasks. Just to show us, it's not really going to help with regard to the variance report. Let's go back here. View, tables, earned value. More tables, because earned value isn't there. So we've got to go more tables and earned value. Let's do that. Good. Apply. There we go. There's earned value. And I'm going to just check with Claude as to whether that's okay. This doesn't do the auto width for everything. So I just need to auto widen that particular column there. There we go. Right, so let's just do a screen cap here and say, Claude, are you happy with this? There we go. I'm sure Claude will be. I'm aware of what happens, but let's go and ask Claude, are you happy with this? This good enough? All right. And it will analyze that and tell me that's excellent. So you see this iteration when you work with Claude, it really does help. Feel free to iterate, it's there to help you. So there's the updated prompt. Remember, I always train people to use Claude to prompt Claude. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to select everything and actually copy into Excel. So I'm going to upload the file. So let's go to Excel. Let's paste this into Excel. And we will then upload the file. Look at that. I did a little bit of pausing there and cleaning up, save as. Let's save it into the relevant folder. And what we'll do is we will upload it, YouTube Creations. And I'm going to call it, what, earned value? No, shared 7, 9. It should be shared 7. There we go. And I'm going to upload that file. It's got all the fields that Claude is requiring. And notice the new paste with the new versions, it does do the indentation. But I'm very happy with that layout. It's even turned the negative numbers red for me. That's classic Excel. So what we're going to do now is we're going to close Excel and we're going to go to Claude, take the prompt, and we're going to go straight to Design. Let's copy that prompt and we're going to go straight to Claude Design. Claude Design invokes another interface, and it's a document I want to produce, so I choose document over here, and I'm going to paste that prompt there, get rid of the inverted commas, although I don't think it really matters. And once I've put that prompt there, I'm going to upload the Excel file. This makes a lot of sense because we wanted to now analyze the file and to produce the variance report that we want. There's the file. Let's hit the arrow, so we want it to do its thing. I did pause this video at various sections because it takes a long time to think. Well, a long time. Nowadays, a long time is 5 minutes. Look on the left-hand side there, it's busy doing its thing. Let me read the Excel data first, etc., etc. It uses a couple of strange things borrowing from culinary nomenclature like caramelizing onions and sauteing. It's quite funny, but there we go. I did pause it. There we go. The report is now busy being populated with data. You'll see across the top there we have the KPIs, things like schedule performance index, cost performance index, schedule variance, cost variance. All of those are being populated as it's doing its calculation. What's interesting, you may have seen it referred in Claude to a previous project I did a couple of months ago. It's remembered. That's so interesting. It's remembered. Persistent memory has improved with AI significantly. It's busy doing the executive summary there, but it'll also put some more exciting things in. You will see immediately it's talking pounds, so I'm going to have to tweak it to start talking South African rands, but that's fine. Let it do its thing. Busy populating, it produces a wonderful report, and this is how you work. Remember, from chat, develop the prompt, upload the files, and it will generate the report. You can then tweak the report, and we go ahead and we in fact do tweak this report. It's doing its thing there. Look at that. It actually builds up a little checklist, and then you can see it's struck some of the items that it's completed already. It's working hard on all its little formulae. This, remember, is going to be downloaded as a PDF. This is not a dashboard. For that, you should work with code. There it is. There's the RAG status. There's the executive summary. I'm now going to tweak it and ask it to replace the pounds with South African rands. But that's a minor tweak. Beautiful report this. Tweak. Change the currency pounds to South African rands, and it will do that. It's even talking to you from the left hand side there as to what it's done, telling you all the goodies it's done. That's very impressive. I think I pause it here as well because it takes a bit of time to do this. It's got to get into that report and replace those pound symbols with R rands, and it will indicate that it's about to do that. Very impressive. While it's busy doing that, the output, you will see share on the top right hand corner. The output gives you an option to produce a PowerPoint presentation or a PDF or whatever output you want. Just be aware that pagination sometimes needs to be tweaked. So if your PDF isn't paginated properly, you just ask it to paginate properly. Pounds are still being changed to rands, taking a bit of time, but it will do it. It'll let you know when it has done that, which is pretty impressive. There we go. It's telling you on the top right-hand corner that it has in fact notified that pounds should be turned to rands, and then it does its thing. There we go. Right, I'll just hang around a little bit so that we can show you how to produce the output. The output will go through the share button on the top right hand corner. just having a look at that beautiful report. Can't really get over it, how beautiful it is. Let's close that down and let's go to share so that we can share this report. All the auditing of its steps are on the left-hand side there, which is also pretty impressive. Share, export, and PDF. There we go. It will then download it as a PDF, and there is the PDF.